Alright, so I want to take a minute and just walk through the setup of D2L to help you out. So here, I click on my class, Math 235, and when I come into it, it's going to actually open up to the content window. This is where all the material for this class is going to be housed. Depending on what you've last clicked on to determine what is the specific part of the content that it opens up to. But on the left-hand side, you will see modules. Right now, there's the only module that content-wise it's up is the Geometry Foundations, but these first ones will always be available all semester long. So the first one here that really matters is the syllabus and getting started. You'll see here are directions on how to register for the My Math Lab, your syllabus as for your specific section, a link that's to this video, the Geometry SOL formula sheet that I'll let you use, and then also a hyperlink to get directly to My Math Lab. As we do different projects and activities in class, I will put those projects in this folder. Right now there are none that are available. Next one that's going to be really helpful there is lecture video materials, and if you look here, the first link, when you click on it, will take you directly to my page that has all the playlists for this specific course. So we'll start with Geometry Foundations, move on to triangles and quadrilaterals, go to circle similarity, go in surface area and volume and transformations, and then end with right triangles. And it opens, I always have my things open up in a new window or a new tab so that you can always go back and see exactly where you were within the D2L at the time. Now as you look down through here, you are going to see that there are notes for every single video that I've created. That way you can print these out and you can write on them, but you don't have to take all that trouble it is to create the actual images at times. You can also create them in Word. I don't care, it's just your choice, but make sure you always bring your notes with you to class because I will check those and they'll be useful as we do the different activities. Then as we get into actual material, you'll see different content modules that'll pop up. Right now this is all the material for the Geometry Foundations, including notes that we'll do day one, and then the activities we do in class, as well as the solutions. So if I click on an in-class activity, it'll open up as the PDF, and it'll show exactly what that activity was, but also at the very bottom here is the option to download it, because this is just a preview window. Especially if you think about a Microsoft Word document, you're better off to push this download button at the bottom to make sure you get the actual correct document versus trying to just preview it in D2L. That's my suggestion for you. But they're here so that if for some reason you want to review something we did in class and look at the solution keys that we've talked about, or if you miss class for some reason, you have the materials here that they can help you continue to be successful and move forward with the course. At the top you'll find the calendar, and I will keep the calendar up to date. And the calendar will show all classes that you teach. So this practice test one, that has to do with another course of mine that I'm teaching. But as I put things on for your group, they will show up on the calendar as well. And it'll go month to month and show exactly what's going on. I know the one thing that is on here is our final exams as to when they are. So you can see those and know exactly when it is that you're going to be taking your exams. If I assign any online quizzes, they'll be in this quiz list. Right now there are none that are assigned. The next one over is grades. So if you want to know how you're doing on a certain assignment, whether you got all your grades in, you can check here. If it's blank like this, that means I haven't put a grade in. If there's a 0, that means you have an actual 0 for the assignment. So that little dash means nothing's been put in specifically for that grade. So if you got a question afterwards, you should always come ask me about that. The next one over is assignments. Right now there are no assignments, but you'll be submitting different GeoGebra applets along the way that you create, either by yourself or with partners, and all those submission folders will be here under assignments. And then if I want, I can create some discussions. Here's one that I've created that you'll just make comments to, and I'll go over that as well in class as we get to that point. But that's the general outline. Remember, everything you need will live in content, along with the links to the different items. And if ever you want to double check, probably make sure you're watching the calendar for your grades, and you check what's going on check the calendar for assignments, and then use the grades there to make sure you know exactly where you stand in class.